we've been working on the collection during the last months, together with Marc and James, of course. It's a great team to work with. Marc and James are amazing. And so we started from sketches, and then we got evolving into things. So, but yeah, when we were thinking about the fashion show, we started to say, okay, we need something special, and we came out with the blue shoes. That was really nice because we had a very wonderful selection of blue shoes shipping over. The idea was to have something very fresh, colored, joyous, fun, light and free, because this is the brand, it's the essence of the brand. It's very glamorous, it's very chic, it's very inspired by the 40s glamour of New York, but if you see all the campaigns, there's also a lot of colors, and we wanted to have that in the collection. It's a very fresh collection. I mean, it's suitable for everyone, it's very flexible, but it's also very well done because it's made with very well pattern and fittings, as you can see, incorporating different elements. the taste and the desire of the brides change very quickly. So the challenge is to offer something that is eternal. I mean, that they can see themselves in the gown but always feel like modern and beautiful and not out of time. Fashion and Style TV, thank you very much for joining us.